Hello and welcome to Andy and Katie's allotment. This is the October allotment tour. Hope you're enjoying all of our videos that are coming on, both long and short. It's Andy and Katie's allotment is our channel, and we'd love you to subscribe. Love you to join us on our journey to bring an allotment back to life that we've taken on here in Lincolnshire. And as I say, I'm going to take you on a tour now of the allotment that's changed quite a lot in the last 4 weeks. So the last time I did a video like this, a tour, was on the 1st of September, and now we're on to the 1st of October. So as I say, I'm going to turn the camera around now and give you a tour as to where we are. Hope you enjoy it. So that's the compost bed. Not changed much in the last few weeks. Just kept putting stuff on. And this area of the allotment, again, not changed drastically in the last 4 weeks. But this is the bit that was the first part of our clearing. What you can see is that we've now got the cabbages and cauliflowers that are growing quite well now. They've been in there, well, 4 weeks. More or less 4 weeks. Growing quite well. As you can see, I've not been down here for 4 days. I've been at work, so they are looking a bit weedy, so they are going to need some attention over the next few days. Here in the next bed we've got some spinach, some perpetual spinach, some radishes, and a couple of onions, but the onions don't seem to have done a lot. But then at the back of the bed, I have started with the garlic, so I've put some garlic in, and I think, just looking, I can see one of the cloves. It's either a piece of grass or one of the cloves has actually started to sprout. I think it's a piece of grass, but anyway, all in that area there is garlic. This bed last time was half finished. Now it's done. So we've got a full bed there. Half of it is compost, half of it is manure, so that'll be interesting to see if that has any difference when it grows. And then over to the other side, I've got another small bed that, again, covered in cardboard, and just put bits and bobs to weigh it down. So under there the grass will die off, and the weeds, and then we'll go from there. So last time we went down this side. I'm going to take down the other side of the shed, but I just wanted to point out the herb garden. You can see it's really looking lush now. Yes, it's looking a bit overrun on the inside, on the outside by nettles, but again, nothing the strimmer won't sort out. We've managed to get water going into the bin at the back there. Unfortunately, in the last video there was a water butt here, but unfortunately it was not much of a water butt because it had holes in it, so it didn't hold any water, so that's gone and been replaced with that dustbin, and then it comes directly from the drain pipe. So as I say, if we take you down this side, you can see there the other side, the dustbin where we're collecting water, has, well, overflowed, as you can see. So it's obviously holding water. That pallet there, I'm going to put one either side of the shed doors, and I've seen it done on other videos and other people's allotments to make planters. So put some flowers in there, so put some soil in some, well, you can do it with just bin bags or something like that, but basically just put some bin bags or plastic or whatever you want to do between the two parts of the pallet, and fill it with soil, and you can put some planters or some plants or strawberries, something like that you can do. So if we go down this side, we've got the bath there with some a bit more green, horrible algae water that isn't so nice, but again, really valuable and useful for watering the allotment. If I just move over to this side, I don't know whether you can see, but if I show you there the string, what I've done is I've chopped down the bit, as we look at it, to the right of the string, and that next year, when we get the timing right, is going to be all wildflowers. So we've got from where that peg is there all the way up to the other peg there, which I would say, I don't know, 6 or 7 meters, something like that, and all of that to the right of the string should be a wildflower meadow. So I'm going to get some proper seed, some British wildflower seed with all the different sorts of native wildflowers to go in that area there. If we move behind the shed, in the September update, I just literally dug out the hole and put the shell of the pond in. Now, as you can see, pond's all finished. I've got some plants in there. I'll try and get it so you can see it and not get the shadow, but I've got an iris to the right at the back. Then we've got a water lily in there, and already I can see at the top of the on the surface of the pond there are, well, I think they're mosquito larvae. So we've already got some life in there that again should attract some predators into there, maybe frogs, toads, newts, to eat all of those. I'm not going to put any fish in there because, as I say, I want it to be a wildlife pond and not an ornamental pond as such. So I'll just zoom into a little bit to see if you can see, but there are little larvae. If you look near those where the bricks are, you might just be able to see them. Not brilliant, but they are there. Us background. Come this side. So I say to the left, we've got the apple trees. To the right, the finishing of the wildflower meadow. Some more bins there collecting water. So then we come to the bit that I've done the most to this month. So I'd really only cleared, if you look to the left there, to that rusty old oil drum, really only cleared there. But what I've done now is put another load of cardboard down there. It looks a bit of a mess, but eventually that will all die down, become another bed. Got another bed dying down there, and another 12-foot bed there. There was some fence panels behind me that had blown down in the wind, so I just used those again to block out the light, kill the weeds. So got the hedge trimmer to all of this. That bit there that you can see in the middle, my idea originally was to make that as a sort of divide, so you went left and right of the bramble bush there, and it sort of you know, divided up the plot. But once I started to cut round it, you can see there's quite a lot of rubbish buried in there, so that's going to come down so I can clear all the rubbish that's inside, because it's very difficult to do when the brambles are there. But having said that, the rest of it is now quite clear. Just needs now probably get a heavy duty strimmer to take it right down to ground level before I put some polythene on. Say to the left, you could see I've left some brambles, so there's a bramble hedge that's going to stay, just so that, you know, you can use the fruit that's on there and take advantage of what's already here. Right down to the edge, that's about as far as I think I'm going to go. There's still probably another, what, 4 or 5 metres to the end of the plot where those trees are that I've left, again with brambles. My thinking there is twofold. One, that they are quite tall, so they'll be quite difficult to actually cut down, but also I want this plot to be as much about wildlife as it is about vegetables, and you know, there will be quite a lot of wildlife habitat within that, those brambles, you know, birds, hedgehogs, probably there'll be lots of maybe some amphibians and things like that will eventually make their way into the pond, so I don't want that to be destroyed. So as far as what we're going to do with the rest of this part of the plot, I've been really fortunate. Katie's work, Uncle Henry's farm shop, and has given us an old greenhouse, so that has been dismantled and I will be collecting that tomorrow. We'll see whether it's going to be here by the time we do November's update, but that's going to go somewhere, I think, at the end of near to the end of the plot, hopefully with a polytunnel as well. 2 long beds, plan 2 10-metre long beds, path either side, and we'll see where we go from there. We'll probably be able to fit another couple of beds in up this end, so there's still a real lot of room to be able to expand and to grow our veg. As I say, if you are enjoying what we're doing, please subscribe to our channel and then you'll get regular updates when we bring out a new video. I am doing small videos, shorts and so on a more regular basis, but I am going to do an update each month. I'm going to do it all the way through winter, because my thoughts are to carry on all the way through winter to get it ready, so that we've got all the beds, or as many of the beds as possible, ready for us to start planting the things that we've sown in late winter, sort of late February time. So by late March we're starting to plant into the new beds with all the stuff that we're going to harvest over the spring and the summer. So that's the end of it today. So as I say, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for tuning in.